Did you see this episode? This episode was about liars and murderers and missing people, and the time is running out to find Keisha. I will be reviewing Double Cross. Let's get into this review. Alright. Erica is in her beautiful home, laying on her couch, and she has a picture in her hand. And she's just looking at this little girl. I'm assuming that's her sister Robin. And while she reminiscing about her sister, there's a bang on the door, and it's a police officer. The police officer says, I'm here to interview about a missing person report. It's about Dr. Lowes, aka her dead fiance. But the police officer don't know that at the end of the day. So Erica is playing it cool. She invites the officer in. Erica goes and get tea for the officer. I'm like, we getting tea for the officer? Wow. The officer is on point. Because she said, no, I don't want no tea. If you're an officer on duty, there is no reason to take anything from anyone while you on the clock. You don't know what the person's motive is in mind. So she was on point. She said no. The officer asked her, did you know Dr. Bradley was missing? And Erica was like, I thought he was on a flight to Italy. She was like, he called off the wedding about a week ago. And he told her he was gay. And he left. I said the officer is not buying Erica's story. Alright? Because Erica is not making the story believable. But she still remaining cool about it. I said Erica's smart. Because the officer stood up and asked, may I search your home? And Erica's like, nope. Because you need a search warrant. She said, you as well as you. And I know this. If you want to search my home. And the officer was really disappointed. So, the officer is very observant. She was like, if y'all broke up, you telling me he left his car here with you? Oh, I said, Erica messed up, son. I said, how her brother street and he never told her to ditch the car. Oh my God. How you gonna take somebody out and you keeping your property? Lord have mercy. I cannot with this. Erica kept the man car parked at her house. And Erica gives the officer a smart remark. She was like, maybe the air flight wasn't into selling BMWs that day. And stated that maybe Dr. Bradley took a cab to the airport. Erica is like, I would like for you to leave because I need to start my day. The officer was like, don't leave because we might have a few questions for you. Erica was like, don't you have anything else to worry about? There's kids going missing every 40 seconds in this country. And 1,500 is kidnapped. That's a large number. That's a very high number. Oh my God, I cannot with that. And Erica was like Keisha Jivers. And the officer said, we just found Tiffany Boyd. Erica is like, did you find Tiffany Boyd or did somebody find her and tipped you off about it? And as an officer, I would have been saying, how did she know that? Erica be talking too much for me. She be talking too much. Because as an officer, I was like, how did Erica know that? That somebody tipped us off about the little girl. Was that even public information for her to know about that? Erica needs to be more quiet. Let me tell you, we at the precinct. Detective Candace is going through it. She is at her desk staring at the paper like she really doing work. You can see like something about her. She's empty inside for right now. And Detective Ryan actually comes in and blurts out, are you sober, in front of another white officer? Yo. I say, even though Detective Candace is going through a lot, he could have had this conversation with her in private. And Detective Ryan is like, you worry about somebody hearing about if I say you was sober? Hell yeah. Because they could go run back and tell the big boss, oh, we got an officer on the clock, not sober, which could affect her career. And he actually gets into that with her, about her losing her career. Candace is like, I got it under control. He like, good, because he said, I have 3 daughters. I don't need a 4th one. Yo, I cannot. He is scolding Candace right now. And he reminds her, he was like, you worked so hard to get here. Do you really want to lose everything you have right now? And he tried to remind her what she had at stake. She worked this hard to become a detective. Don't let the drinking habit destroy your career. I said Ryan is tough. He's a good friend. But like I said, that conversation could have been had in private. Detective Candace actually reveals to Detective Ryan that Kevin had an asthma attack and he died. And my heart broke when I heard that. My heart broke when they said Kevin passed away from the abuse of Audrey. What she did was terrible. The wicked stepmom just allowed that boy to lie on the floor and die. She didn't even help him, which I think is crazy. Because I believe Kevin was a good kid who got stuck in an unfortunate situation, being stuck with an evil step-parent who actually tortured children and abused them. I don't know if because that's what happened to her in her life. I said there's no reason to treat good children like that. Every child needs guidance and good guidance. And unfortunately, this was a sad situation. And it's actually all over the internet. For example, one of the twins had their stepfather taken out over foolishness. So that is the example. Not all children are good children. I say even in the Bible, God talks about twins. He talks about Jacob and Esau. He said one was good. The other one with all the red hair was evil, which I believe is Esau. And you already know they have strife. I said, so everything that goes on in this world, they ain't nothing new. It been done in the Bible. Eric is in the parking lot and he calls Little Mo. And Little Mo is somebody he knew from elementary. Eric is trying to get put on to his business. Okay? And Eric is asking him, what you into? Because the man said he don't sell drugs. That's not what he do. So Eric keep begging like, I want to be put on. Let me know what you do. Let me know. And Little Mo opened his stupid mouth and said black market. And Eric is like, black market? He was like, I sell girls for money. Eric is screaming out loud. He's saying sex trafficking. He like, and Little Mo is getting nervous. He like, no. It's called pimping. That's what we doing. We pimping. And Little Mo is running his mouth talking about he get $1,000 to $50,000 for these ladies. And he's saying the younger they are, the more money they get. He said the rich men are into the virgins. And I'm like, this man is bragging like this is cute. To take other people's daughters, nieces, mothers off the street to sell them into something that they don't want to do is crazy to me. And I don't understand how people could think that will ever be normal. It will never be normal to me. And I don't respect people like that. That's just my opinion. That's all. I mean, that's how I will always feel. I don't respect people like that. However, Eric must know who's into the sex trafficking because he be setting up the mark. So, Little Mo is like, I already said too much. And Eric want to know who's the person that's the ringleader of this. Little Mo already know he said too much. He don't want to give no name. At the end of the day, he was like, I'm about to go because I said too much. So, Eric set up the bait. He showed him a girl talking about, oh, this girl want me to smash her and her friend. So, Little Mo turned back around. He like, let me see the girl. Yo, Little Mo fell for the bait. He like, yo, we gonna ride out. I'm going with you. So, Little Mo is ditching his girl for a random. That's basically what he doing. And don't know, he about to get worked on. Little Mo don't know he about to get worked on. For real. Eric set up the bait and Little Mo took the bait. Erica is running down the hallway to catch Rachel. So Erica is coming in on her day off from work. And Rachel mentioned that you the only nurse that I know that comes in on her day off from work. That everybody try to stay away from her. I don't like those other doctors. If I'm not here to do what I need to do, why am I coming in? If I'm not scheduled, you're gonna see me far away from where I need to be. I like those other doctors. Stay far away. Okay? Erica came in so she could see the Chancey style toxology report. And it shows nothing. It shows that like he had a heart attack. And then Erica goes to the counter to continue to review the thing. Erica was not there at the counter for 1 minute. Dr. Centric comes in. He was like, why are you here? You're not even supposed to be here. Erica is like, you kicking me out? And Dr. Centric is like, you kicked me out of your bed. Okay? And he asked, did she even enjoy it? Erica admits she enjoyed it. She had a good time. Alright? And Dr. Centric want to come back over. He tired. He like, I'm trying to get to know you. I'm trying to get to know you. Yo, I can't. And in the meanwhile, while he talking to her, you have the male nurse, Brian, in the corner lurking, watching. Alright? So when Dr. Centric leave, Erica is looking for her phone, and the male nurse, Brian, is right behind her. Candace is like, we're only here to help. And Audrey is talking to the police officers behind the wall. She like, leave me alone. Don't you got thieves and murderers to go catch? Yeah, that's you, Audrey. You are the thief and the murderer. Furthermore, you kidnap other people's children and hold them hostage. If that's not a thief, then I don't know what is. Okay, silly head? And you are a murderer. You took Kevin out because you had a chance to help him while he was laying on the floor and you did nothing but add more pressure to take his life out, which is crazy. They need to be locking up you right now. Audrey tells them to leave. Detective Candace said, I see you at the funeral. And this really broke my heart. Audrey said it ain't gonna be no funeral. The hospital could do whatever with the boy's body. I said we need to start a GoFundMe to have Kevin's funeral. We cannot let this boy not have a proper burial. Okay, we really not doing a GoFundMe. This is a TV show. All that wicked money she getting, she can't take that money to bury that boy to get a proper burial. That is crazy to me. It's not like she don't have money. She do have money. If I was Erica, I'd be a little bit nervous right now. Because this is the second time a man popped up at her house unannounced. It was the male nurse, Brian, that popped up at her house. Yo. He like, I found your phone. And Erica is dumbfounded like, thank you, but how did you find out where I live? Like, and he like, is that pasta I smell? It was an awkward moment between them for a moment. So Erica being nice, she said, would you like to come in? Yo, he is so disrespectful, son, at the end of the day. He walks right into this house and said, yes, I'm famished. I'm done with him. I'm done, so done. Brian is crazy. So they sitting at the dinner table. They eating. He admiring her house. And he liked the way Erica cooked. Yo, the double face came on. Hey, I know you killed Chancey Styles. And Erica is like, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay? She like, I don't know what you're talking about. Erica was like, Chancey Styles died of a heart attack. Mine is like, the examiner don't know that, but I know you gave him something to make it look like it was a heart attack. Erica is like, that's why you took my phone, so you could come over here and tell me that? He's like, there's another dark side to you. Erica is like, yeah, my brother Eric. And Brian is like, you're a liar and a murderer. So Erica asks him politely to leave. Brian is getting bold, honey. He said, I ain't going nowhere and you ain't calling your brother. That's what he said. Let me tell you, that's what he said. That's what the man said. Erica asked him, what do he want? Brian is being very disgusting at this point. He's bragging on about how he is going to smash Erica. That is why he is over there and trying to extort Erica because he want to smash her. I said, Brian is scum. Really? I'm like, dude, you can't really get girls that you got to extort a girl to get some. What? What are we doing here? That is crazy. So, Brian actually proceeds to go up to Erica's face and she grabs the man by the throat and has the fork in her hand. She said, I asked you politely to leave. Now, it would be wrong for me to, you know what you're going to do. And Brian like, oh, you so volatile. Know what I'm saying? He like, but you're not going to do anything because I have the evidence of you taking Styles out. And he said the only thing you're going to do is go upstairs and let me smash you. That's basically what he said. And that's how it actually ended. And child, I cannot believe Erica went through with it. Cause baby, I would have said call who you want to call. I take my chances in court with this charge. Okay? Cause let me tell you, if she would have denied his advances and he would have went to the police and they would have arrested her, it would have been hearsay. Cause he really didn't see her do it. How he probably known that she took out Chancey Styles is because she was blasting it in the elevator. Anybody could have heard her, you talking on the phone. Like, and you know this boy like to lurk around and be sneaky. He probably overheard her. Like, come on. I would have called to the block and said, cool, who you would have called. I would have took my chances in court. If we would have went to court, it would have just been hearsay. Cause I said, if she put the syringe with the other needles, first of all, the syringe is contaminated now. Cause it got other DNA on it. And then by him taking the syringe to wherever he took it, it's even more damage. Because you remove it from one place to another place. And I'm like, how you know he didn't do it? Why you got the syringe at your house? If you knew this information, why you didn't go straight to the police with this information? You know what I'm saying? There's ways to get around it. But I would have took my chance in court. But everybody is not everybody. Everybody handles everything differently. So they goes up to the bedroom. He tells her to take off her clothes. And he just admiring her beauty form on how God made her. They get in the bed. Erica is just laying there. And she like, what you doing is raping me. We're at the warehouse. Eric got Little Mo tied down with no shirt on. Eric is playing doctor with Little Mo. And Little Mo is crying. He's crying. He like, when he came to, he was like, what am I doing here? And why am I tied down? What is going on? Yo. Eric be killing me. But at the end of the day, I love me some Eric. I do. I love me some Eric. I do. So, Little Mo realized that Eric is the local hombre that Chancey Styles was talking about on the phone. So when Chancey Styles was in the hospital, it had to be Little Mo on the other end that he was talking to. Okay? So we connect that right there at the end of the day. So, Eric is like, yo, I cannot with Eric. I can't with him. Eric is like, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Anything Eric do, I get a kick out of it. Yo, anything he does, I get a kick out of it. I'm telling you. At this point, Little Mo is begging for his life. And he like, we go back on the way. We homeboys. And Eric grabs Little Mo by the throat and say, ain't no friend of mine is stealing little girls. And I'm right with that. You ain't my friend if you doing that. First of all, I might be on Eric's team. Okay? and we might just take you down, period. So we at Aubrey house, and she goes into the closet to whip the girl. Oh my God. I can't wait to the day they save this little girl. They need to get Keisha from her. They need to hurry up. Oh my God. It is nighttime, and Brian and Erica finished doing what they was doing. Everybody is naked. Erica is naked. Brian is naked. There's a knock on the door, and it's Dr. Century. And Erica actually opens the door. Child, I said the roles should have been reversed. I said Audrey should have been opening the door, and Erica should have never opened the door. Because I'm beginning to realize Dr. Century really do have feelings for this girl. And by him seeing her with Brian naked, and Brian being disrespectful, talking about he was up all in there, and tell Erica to tell Dr. Century that she with him now. Lord have mercy, child. It was a hot mess. A mess, I tell you. And by Dr. Century, no, by Brian being disrespectful, talking about how he was up all in it, Dr. Century punched the hell out of Brian. That was a good punch, okay? I said, that's a man right there, alright? Because he defending his girl and how this man is talking about her. And Erica is just standing there like, you should have never fell in love with me. This is why I tell you. Yo. First of all, I would have never opened the door. If I know I'm not expecting somebody, who else could it be? If you know people keep popping up your house, it gotta be the other man. Alright? I'm not opening the door. Because this is how people get killed. Centric really cares about Erica. He like, I'm cutting you off from this prescription D. Alright? You ain't gonna get no more of this. So, at the end of the day, Eric and Erica both wake up from their nightmare. Because it's a dream of the girl being on the ground. And some people dressed up all in black with a mask taking the little girl. And they both wake up from their dream. Eric is in the bed with his girl, the next door neighbor. And she like, oh, I'm late. Eric asked her if she's a hairstylist. She said, why? Because I'm black? You think all girls black people do hair? And he was like, no, because you always late. And the girl ain't never stated what she do. And she asked Eric, what does he do? He said, I do entrepreneurship. So nobody is really telling each other what they do for a living. And the lady said, you need to invest and redecorate in this house. And he like, I'm not redecorating this house. I'm leaving it the way my mama left it. So she said, I got to go because Audrey is going to curse me out for parking in front of her house. So she gets out, and Eric is being the gentleman that he is, and he walks her out to the door. And she gets in the car. Audrey comes out and actually cursing her out. And Audrey stares at Eric, and Eric stares back at Audrey, and a light bulb goes off in Eric's head. He like, Audrey. Eric got the hint that it is Audrey that is hiding Keisha, and she lives right across from him. You have the villain and the hero living on the same block. Let me tell you, Double Cross is a really good show, okay? And I'm glad they put this on WeTV. And it's really not about negativity in the hood. It's about saving the girls in the hood, which the cops are really not caring about. Because they're not really doing their job to find the girls. So this is why I really like this show. Because even though they might seem like vigilantes, their heart is in a good place to take down the bad guys, to save the girls. So I just want to say thank you for watching, and thank you for listening.